When the Barcelona program told us that we would be doing an activity involving horses, I immediately thought of horseback riding. But what the program had in store for us was unexpected. On the bus, the program director announced that we would be doing a horse meditation. I had no idea what to expect. The farther we drove from Barcelona, the more astonished I was by the landscape as we neared the ranch. Open space, nothingness. I wasn't used to this. Now I'm a city girl, born and raised in Manhattan, but the moment I stepped off the bus into the rural countryside, I felt that this place would impact me. How? I wasn't sure yet. The ranch owners led us to a field with grazing horses. They explained that the only reason there were any gates was to prevent the horses from fighting or running away. Other than that, they were considered free range. Something about these horses was different. Not that any horses I had seen in the past were particularly sad, but these horses were particularly happy. They radiated a calmness. The ranchers explained that horses are sensitive creatures. They feed off of the energy of those around them. They have one agenda, to be in the present and only think about the now. For that reason, we were forced to be conscious of the energy that we brought to the horses. I found this information unexpectedly moving. Our mission was not to dominate the horses, but to create a relationship through positive energy, to embrace them as naturally equal as creatures of the universe. In preparation to be in close proximity with the horses, we did breathing exercises and stretched to release tension from our bodies. I hadn't realized how much tension I was holding. We approached the horses but had 2 rules: don't speak and don't touch. I stepped into the gates and walked within 10 feet of a huge brown horse. He turned his attention to me. He was silent, but I was terrified. Then he slowly turned his head to me, seemingly made eye contact, and approached me. He hovered over me, nose to my forehead, breathing heavy, and then he came closer and closer. He pushed my body with his body and lowered his head so that we were forehead to forehead. I took 1 step back, and he pushed forward. I took another step back, and he kept pushing forward. In the silence, all I heard was my heart beating, hard. The blood drained from my face, and I was cold. The horse blew warm air between his lips, his version of taking a relaxing deep breath. I took a deep breath and remembered to live in the moment, embrace discomfort, and try to control my energy. My heart slowed, and for a moment while the horse and I remained face to face, we were connected. Our energies were reciprocated. The horse walked away, but his mindfulness stayed with me. In every international city I go to, I buy a ring from a local artist. In Sevilla, a few weeks after my horse meditation, I was shopping when I came across a ring with a horse on it. I was immediately drawn back to that brown horse that forced me to face myself. Of course I bought it, and I keep that memory wrapped around my finger as a reminder. Now, wherever I go and whenever I feel overwhelmed, I look down at my horse ring, take a deep breath, and remember to ground myself. Think like a horse and live in the moment.